The world is full of ordinary men, men who pay taxes, men who drive sedans, men who eat cooked chicken. But in the humid swamps of the American South, a different breed evolves, a creature forged in heat, humidity, and questionable decision-making. He is not born, he is made. To earn the title of Florida Man, one does not simply move to Jacksonville. One must endure, one must survive, one must complete the 7 sacred trials. Tonight, we take you on a spiritual journey, a guide for the uninitiated. Do you have what it takes to wrestle a dinosaur for a 12-pack? Can you drive a lawnmower on the interstate? Buckle up, put on your jean shorts. This is the rite of passage. The first trial is the trial of the chariot. A true Florida man rejects the tyranny of the Honda Civic. The DMV is merely a suggestion. To pass this trial, you must commute using a vessel that God never intended to be on asphalt. Consider the legend of the John Deere Bandit. Why use a getaway car when you can use a riding mower with a top speed of 4 miles per hour? It's not about the speed, it's about the statement. But for the ambitious initiate, we look to the hamster wheel hero. This Florida man didn't just want to cross the street, he wanted to run to London in a giant, floating, homemade hamster wheel. When the Coast Guard stopped him, did he give up? No, he threatened them with a knife. That is dedication. That is the spirit of the wheel. And finally, the surf truck. One initiate drove his pickup truck directly into the Atlantic Ocean. When police asked why, he gave the only answer that matters. I thought I could surf it. If you haven't tried to surf a Ford F-150, you aren't ready for the title. Trial 2, the Beast Master. In other states, people call animal control. In Florida, you are animal control. The alligator is not your enemy. He is your sidekick, your weapon, and occasionally, your currency. We look to the holy text of 2016. A young warrior pulled up to a Wendy's drive-thru. He did not pay with cash, he did not pay with credit. He threw a live alligator through the window. Was it a prank? Was it a gift? Or was it just Tuesday? The scholars are still debating. But perhaps you prefer commerce? Another initiate walked into a convenience store, alligator under his arm, and attempted to trade the reptile for a 12-pack of beer. This is the barter system of the swamp. And let us not forget the man who rescued his puppy from the jaws of a gator. Without dropping his cigar, he didn't even use his hands. He pried the beast's jaws open while keeping his tobacco dry. That is focus. That is grace under pressure. Trial 3, the Alchemist. A Florida man is a man of science. He is constantly testing the boundaries of chemistry and biology. Take the tale of the man who bought illegal substances, but felt they were of poor quality. Did he leave a bad Yelp review? No. He called 911. He asked the sheriff's department to test his meth to ensure he wasn't being ripped off. This is a man who cares about consumer rights. The police were happy to help and then provided him free housing in the county jail. Then there is the biology experiment. The raw chicken eater. A man who decided to eat raw poultry every single day for 100 days to see what would happen. Why? Because the stove is for the weak. Salmonella is just a mindset. Trial 4, the weapon of opportunity. When conflict arises, a Florida man does not reach for a conventional weapon. He reaches for whatever is closest to his hand. In the Panhandle, a duel was fought. Not over honor, not over money, but over gumbo spice. A man stabbed his friend with a decorative sword because the gumbo wasn't spicy enough. Culinary integrity is worth fighting for. And in Lakeland, a man got into a fight with his brother. He didn't use a fist. He uprooted a 3-foot-tall marijuana plant and used it as a club. He was arrested for battery and possession. That is efficiency. 2 crimes, 1 vegetable. Trial 5. The summoning. The telephone is a sacred tool. 911 is not just for emergencies, it is a concierge service. One initiate called 911 because the clams at a seafood shack were too small. He demanded an officer come down and measure the shellfish. This is a man who knows his rights. Small clams are a crime against humanity, but the true masters of the summoning are the Polk County burglars. They broke into a house, they stole the goods, but they had a problem. They didn't have a ride. So they called 911 to help them move their stolen items. The deputies arrived, helped them move the items, right into the back of a squad car. A true Florida man knows when to ask for help. Trial 6. The spirit realm. Physics works differently in the Sunshine State. Just recently, a Florida man crashed a stolen BMW at 130 miles per hour. When the police asked him how he got in the car, he didn't say, "I stole it," he said, "I teleported." He claimed the X-Men saved him from aliens and dropped him in the driver's seat. You cannot prosecute a man who has mastered interdimensional travel, and for those who cannot teleport, there is the camouflage. A Florida woman fleeing the police hid inside a couch, not behind it, inside the upholstery. When the police sat down to fill out the report, the couch groaned. And the stealthiest of all, the man who broke into a house, stole nothing, shaved the cat's head, and left. He left no trace, only a confused, bald feline, a phantom in the night. If you can survive the gumbo sword, if you can surf the F-150, if you can teleport into a stolen vehicle while holding a baby alligator, then, and only then, have you passed the rite of passage. Go forth, the humidity is rising, the bath salts are calling, and the headlines await your contribution. I'm your name, and remember, in Florida, you don't watch the news. You are the news.